Hello, welcome back. We're not on the Huddersfield Narrow Canal anymore. We got to the end, which is where we left you last time, and a few hundred yards down we got to Portland Basin and there's a junction. We could have either gone straight onto Manchester or up the Rochdale Canal, but we took a left.
We did.
Onto the Peak Forest Canal, and that's where we are now. We're actually a few miles up the canal and we're going to start this vlog here at Marple Aqueduct. How gorgeous is that?
Beautiful.
See the little round things at the top of the arches? I want to play in one of them. Because I want to play in one, because nobody can get to me if I go in one of there.
I'll order the Undertaker.
Built in 1800 by Benjamin Outram, the same guy who did the Huddersfield Narrow Canal before he cocked it all up, I'm assuming. 1800 it was built. It carries the Peak Forest Canal 100 feet above the River Goyt. Goyt. Real word, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Goyt.
Goyt.
And then next to the canal aqueduct is the railway viaduct, and that's even bigger.
Massive.
It's huge.
Massive.
And lots of trains, which I'm liking, from our mooring, which is just at this end of the aqueduct. Just after this, we've got the Marple flight. We've got 16 locks.
It's hard work.
Which takes us up towards Marple. And then it's not actually a long canal, there's only about 6 miles of it. And we're going to go down towards Buggy Basin.
Buggy Basin. I've got an itch.
You get some cream for that. It's 8:30 in the morning and this is lock number 1. There you go. Sean's on his way around with the boat. I've set the first 3 locks ready for us, so hopefully there's nobody coming down. I think it's a bit early. They'd have had to set off at like 6 o'clock this morning, won't they? So the first 3 locks are set and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we can get up there pretty sharpish this morning.
Lock 6 of 16 on the Marple flight. Colin has volunteered to do all the locks this morning. It's 9:30-ish and he's starting to look a little bit red-faced.
So we just got to the top of the Marple flight and did a very nice, if I may say so myself, reversing manoeuvre onto another canal. We reversed under the bridge onto the Macclesfield Canal, just about 100 yards to the services. Weakest water flow ever.
An hour?
No, an hour and 25 minutes.
Oh really?
Yep, to fill our tank from a quarter full to full.
And three boats waiting.
3 boats turned up and they were hissing. They were proper hissing at us.
No, they weren't. They were quite patient.
They didn't like it. Are you standing on your hose? What are you using your washer for? They don't like it. But we're full of water now, and we're only actually going about a quarter of a mile down to our first mooring point for the night, which is where we're going to stop. It's not actually that late. It's nearly 1 o'clock.
A recommended mooring site.
So this next mooring is recommended, and we're going to stay there tonight and then move on tomorrow. It is sunny. That little footbridge in the background is Bridge 20. We're on the Peak Forest Canal, and yesterday we came up the Marple flight of locks, 16 locks, and we did it pretty good timing, didn't we?
It was hard work again for me.
It's about 2.5 hours, single-handed up to about lock 9 or 10, and then some CRT volunteers came down and helped us up to lock 16.
Which speeded it up a little bit.
It did. It was a really good day. It was a really nice morning. As you see from the footage, it was lovely. Today,
it's misty.
It's very misty. It's about, what, 10 o'clock? 10 to 10. Cowboy time.
Cowboy time.
Who's that? Is that?
It's crackers.
No, that's a. Is that Bonanza?
Yeah.
Is that the one that burns when it's like the credits?
Yeah.
Yay!
Older than you think.
So yeah, it's pretty misty morning. Forecast is nice for today, but we want to get off. The problem is, the views are gorgeous.
And you can't see them.
And I ran ahead about 4 miles yesterday, because I like to do a bit of research of what we're going to film. And the views are just spectacular. And you're going to see squat.
What you were doing then?
A squat.
I was watching Dylan.
So you're going to see squat today. So we're just out on the outskirts of Marple. We're going to New Mills today. The views are supposed to be spectacular. You're not going to see them. You're going to see a lot of misty mess.
We might have to do it on the way back.
So we'll do it on the way back. I'm repeating you again, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the second of the lift bridges on the Peak Forest. The first one was just after the junction with the Ashton Canal, which we haven't vlogged yet. So this is the first proper lift bridge you've seen. We use it with the windlass. All we do is, it's a little bit like the ground paddles on the locks. Put the windlass on and turn it round and it lifts the bridge, and then when we've done, just turn it the other way and it drops it down again.
There's so many places to explore around the Peak Forest Canal, and I've spent almost every day just discovering new trails and paths near the canal that lead down to interesting and hidden away places. So just a few minutes from here at Bridge 23 near Strines is a lovely walk. Now it's a bit of a steep hill down from the canal, but once you cross the road and go down another steep hill, you come into Barlow Wood. It's lovely down here, and you'll find yourself by the River Goyt. There's a quaint old pack-horse bridge. It used to be called Windy Bottom Bridge. But the Victorians changed it to Roman Bridge, you know, just to add a bit of romanticism. Well, it's better than Windy Bottom, innit? Now, across the bridge, you can either go left down towards the Roman lakes, and the ancestral home of Samuel Oldknow is pretty well known in Marple. He was a mill owner back in the day. But I turned right and followed the Goyt Way, which goes alongside the river. It goes under the railway, and then it follows the railway back towards the tiny little railway station in Strines. And from there, it's literally just a 10-minute trek, and I mean trek, back up that steep hill to the boat.
Even though I like to get a bit of exercise on my arms, it's always nice to see an electronically operated lift bridge like this. So instead of using the windlass, it's like the old electronic locks we saw on the Air and Calder. I'm just going to put the key in, press the button, and the electronics will do the rest.
This is where every 10-year-old in the world, and me, wants to work. As we get closer to it, there's like a mist of sherbet in the air. It actually is sherbet, it's sugar. It's one of the longest running sweet factories in the world. It's 91 years old, and it's the Swizzle's factory. It opened here in New Mills in 1940. They moved here from London after the Blitz, and they make some of the biggest known sweets that you'll find in the sweet shop. Parma violets, rainbow drops, love hearts, drumsticks, refreshers, and about 250 more now. You're probably shouting some at the TV right now at me. Now the factory runs 24 hours a day, and inside these windows that are coated with sugar, they're producing over 100 million sweets a day. 100 million! Do you reckon they'll let me have a look round?
Oh.
Come on,
I haven't got
got
enough.
enough.
I want more.
You've got
I
enough.
want more.
So we went up to the factory gates, see security, see if we could get a tour. They weren't having none of it. Nope, go away, they said. But you know what Colin's like? He did a runner into the factory. The security guard chasing him. In the end, they had to chuck a load of sweets at him and chuck him out. Stop eating, you'll get fat. Nutter.
I'd heard so many things about New Mills in High Peak. It's a small town, it's set around a rocky gorge known as the Torrs, and it's where the River Set joins the River Goyt. Now, as much as Dylan disapproves, I've grabbed my camera and I'm going to wander off and go and have a look at some of the sights. First place I'm heading to is the Millennium Walkway. Now this thing is just awesome. It's like a steel spider's web above the river. It's suspended from the side of the gorge and the railway retaining wall, and it runs alongside the river and Torr Vale Mill. Now before this was opened in 1999, you couldn't really appreciate the beauty of the gorge here. Building the bridge, it also gave access to the path which goes west from the Riverside Park, and it means you don't have to climb up out of the valley onto the road and come back down the other side near the railway station anymore. I'll tell you what, I've done it. It's a trek. Walk up the steps from the park towards the town centre and you'll get an even better view of the gorge. There's also an information centre at the top. Now just under the bridge there, set on the ruins of the original Torr Mill that burnt down in 1912, is the awesome Torrs Hydro. I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like a cross between some weird torture device and a fairground ride. It's basically a micro hydroelectric generator, and it's owned by the community here in New Mills. Now it's like a long screw. It's called a reverse Archimedes screw. There you go. It's about 2.5 metres in diameter. It weighs 11 tonnes. And the way it works is, as the gravity pulls the water down from the weir, it rotates the turbine and it produces up to about 63 kilowatts of clean green electricity. Now see those steps on the right hand side that the water's coming down? They've been especially built and it allows the fish to pass through without getting caught in the screw and hurt. That's brilliant. Now at the moment, as you can see, it's generating 50 kilowatts. That's 50,000 watts of electricity. To put that into some perspective, Narrowboat Silver Fox, our solar panels produce about 500 watts an hour. So this is producing 100 times the power of all the solar panels on Silver Fox.
We're moored just outside New Mills. You come past the marina and the moorings and then you get this. That is gorgeous, isn't it?
Beautiful.
That is gorgeous. Every day I've been out walking because the weather's been so nice. I've been out walking every single day, loving it. Dylan's loving the space as well. And this mooring is just perfect. I'm a little bit hyper, aren't I?
Just a little
It's
bit.
all that sugar from the sweet factory.
Still got hands full of the damn things.
Pocket full of sweets from the Swizzle's factory. Nope, all mine. So we're going to chill here for a few days now. I need to come down from this sugar rush.
Like a hyper child.
It is really nice though. I tell you what, if we had to take have I said the permanent mooring thing?
Yes.
If we had to take a permanent mooring, I would moor here. It is just so nice. And there's so many things that you don't realise are so close to the boat, like the Millennium Walkway and the hydro in New Mills. It's just brilliant, and the walking is just amazing. Calm down, Colin. So we're going to chill here for a few days. What?
Calm down, calm down.
We're going to chill here for a few days. The next time you see us, we're going to be going down towards Buggy Basin.
Buggy!
AKA Bugsworth Basin in Buxworth. We're going to be having a look around there, some of the history. We're going to have a walk over to the Toddbrook Reservoir. I remember the one that nearly, the thought we're going to like
Burst.
Didn't, we were all alright. But we're going to go and have a look at that as well. You anything to add?
Yeah, let's get on the boat.
Yeah, I need to calm down a little bit. I just want to keep going. If you've liked the vlog, give it a thumbs up for us. Any comments or questions or feedback, drop it down below. Subscribe and click notifications. YouTube will let you know every time we release a brand new vlog. We will see you next time. Take care. See you later.
See you later. Bye.
Train! Hello and welcome to this star-studded edition of Foxes Have Sunk above the river Goyt. Goyt! Goyt! Why do you do that? I do alt locks anyway.
Work.
Have you had your Weetabix?
No, I've had some... No.
Ready? Goyt. Who's Goyt? You alright? You alright?
Yeah.
We just got to the top of the Maple flight and did a quick shufty, as you saw. What did I say?
Maple.
Maple. Sing Mellow Yellow.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
Quite rightly. Don't make it obvious, but look behind us.
Don't make it obvious.
I think they're Foxy fans. We keep hearing screaming.
Screaming.
Somebody shouting Colin, and I just found a pair of knickers in the canal. I don't know if they've thrown them at us or what. It's making me nervous, it's making me neck itch. You should see Sean's chopper.
Look at it. Stop eating.
Hey, it's alright.